When was the last time me, Misane, and Akiho went to watch a rocket launch together? That's right. It was 9 years ago for the HIIA Rocket Flight 17 launch. I remember the day being nice and warm, an early morning in May. Misane was readying for the next day when she'd be entering Robo 1 as a part of the Robot Research Association. After watching the launch early in the morning, she was going to hop on a boat to Kagoshima and then fly to Tokyo from there. Despite being normally deserted, the Uchugaoka Park was packed with people. Whenever there was a launch, people from all over would come to the island to watch. Most of the tourists were adults, but once the rocket launched, everyone's eyes sparkled like children. Of course, the locals joined in as well. It had become a big event that took place twice a year. No matter how many times you saw it, it never got old. Although to be fair, we wouldn't get as excited as the people who visited the island to watch. I rubbed my tired eyes and played fighting games with Misane, who had just entered high school. The sightseers around us started to get excited. The energy was palpable. But there was still no movement on the launch pad in the distance. Akiho was still half asleep. I put my game away and waited while holding Misane's hand. At last, we heard a countdown voice come in from the speakers. 5, 4, 3, 2. A cloud of white smoke rose from the launch pad. This was quickly followed by a bright light. Then, the rocket that looked like a faraway speck started spewing smoke. It flew up high into the sky. There were cheers coming from the people around us. The sounds of applause. And then finally, a very low frequency sound hit us, one that felt like it was vibrating in our stomachs. The man-made lump of metal cut through the clouds as it rose into the heavens. I remember how gallant it always looked, almost in a brave and kind of tragic way, stirring all who watched. But at that time, I had no knowledge or reason or poetic expression. I just intently watched the tail of the rocket, forgetting to breathe. All I could do was express my instinctive feelings as best I could. And next to me, Misane looked up at the sky like me and shouted, "Go! Hot dog! Go! Hot dog!"
Misane, hot dog 食べたいの? 前も打ち上げの時、ホットドッグって言ってたよね。
Go, hot dog, go! After looking at me and smiling, Misane returned her gaze to the distant sky. Right stuff. As an elementary schooler at the time, I had no idea what she meant by those words. I only learned about the right stuff after Misane graduated high school and left the island. But by then, I'd stopped going to rocket launches. I like how her inspirational thing to Kai is like, grow into a man with the right stuff. And then her inspirational thing to her little sister is like, you're ordinary and you'll always be ordinary. Cool, thanks. TNSC, the Tanegashima Space Center, is on the southern end of the island and is one of the 2 launch sites in Japan. Many call it the most beautiful launch site on Earth. Till a few years ago, it sent rockets into space twice a year. I'm waiting alone in the TNSC's chief's office, located in the administration building. Despite being the chief's office, it's pretty normal. Just a business desk and a sofa for guests. There's nobody but me in the room. I've been sitting on the sofa waiting for almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, omatase.
Finally, the chief enters the room wearing a JAXA work uniform. In each hand, he's holding a teacup filled with hot tea. He smiles and puts the teacups down. While he doesn't look like a big shot, he is in fact the TNSC chief.
びっくりしたな。急に仕事場を訪ねてくるなんて。
He actually seems kind of happy as he sits down across from me.
遅い。
ごめんごめん。車上の方に行ってたものだから。
The moment I complain to him, he bows his head to me. If someone who didn't know anything about our relationship saw us like this, they'd probably be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up thinking the JAXA chief was having an affair with a local high school girl. But reality is nothing that gross, thank God.
それでアキオ、お父さんに何か用かな。話ならうちでもできたろ。
The current chief of the Tanegashima Space Center, Kenichiro Senomiya, just happens to be my dad. That's all. I clear my throat and adjust my posture. Also, yeah.
実はお願いがあって来たの。
I always forget to make sure who's in the protagonist's seat at the moment.
娘にお願い事をされるなんて何年ぶりだろうね。
He whispers to himself, a distant look in his eyes.
これは娘が父親にお小遣いをせびるような生優しいものじゃないんだけどな。
That's why I came all the way here. While I could talk about it with him at home, I wanted to avoid that.
お父さんじゃなくて種子島宇宙センターの所長として聞いてほしい。
あ？うん。
中央種子島高校ロボット研究部と JAXA は技術提携関係にあるよね。
うん、そうだったかな。
そうだよ。
He's playing dumb, so I hit the table with my hand and let him know I'm being serious.
あ、アキオ、落ち着きなさい。
The tea goes flying. My table bashing shakes the teacups, causing some of the fluid to spill out onto the table. The two of us wipe the table clean with some tissues.
お姉ちゃんがロボ部を作った時、JAXA に協力してくれるよう頼んで OK もらったはず。
In truth, the gun build 1 currently under construction was built using all sorts of scrap parts from JAXA. But that's just the official stance.
だからロボ部の手助けをしてほしい。一緒に正義の巨大ロボを作ろう。
This is what I really want.
と言われても、どう手助けをすればいいんだよ。
話は簡単。
I smile as I whip out my phone droid. Then I show him the report I wrote up during class today. Anything to not do classwork, right?
施設人材資金。
その1、施設。ロケット組み立て用の施設を、
Okay.
こちらの実物大ロボット組み立てのために貸してほしい。理想はやっぱり VAB。
Well, that's gonna be a problem eventually.
その
VAB?
2、人材。ここで働く技術者の人でロボット工学に詳しい人がいたら紹介してほしい。その3、資金。 JAXA の偉い人に頼んでちょっとでいいから軍資金をもらえたら嬉しいな。できれば100万円くらい。
I know the third one is asking for a lot, but that's why I'm taking a shot in the dark with it. Can't hurt to ask. Yeah, it can't hurt to ask. You know, like the thing with the vice president? Definitely didn't hurt to ask that time. It's hard to believe that the Robot Club was in such dire straits last week. Now we have a ton of financial leeway. We got 1 million yen as prize money from Robo 1 after all. That's about equal to the last 9 years of funding.
ねえ、どうかな。
It's pretty great. Dad pushes out a strained laugh.
うちは本気なんだけど。
ああ、そうなのかい。でもね、そう言われてもね。
Crap. He's totally trying to brush me off with a smile. I can't rely on the version of Dad that's in front of me right now. The aura he's projecting is no good. No good at all. I need to regroup before it's too late. But how?
無理でしょう。
Instant rejection. He didn't even give me time to regroup. But I don't plan on backing down just yet. If Misa could get Jaxu to cooperate, so can I. As the chief's daughter, I'm sure things will work out if I keep pushing. It'd be a real problem if I didn't. That's basically what dads are for, right?
ガンツクワンの完成はお姉ちゃんの夢でもあるんだよ。だからどうしても完成させたいの。それでね、来年開かれる東京万博に出展するんだ。で、東京にいるお姉ちゃんにも見に来てもらう。どう？素敵な考えじゃないかな。
This is the first time I've ever told Dad about my dream.
お父さんだってロボット大好きだよね。だから言い換えればガンツクワンはうちら親子の夢でもあるわけ。というわけでお願い手伝って。もう残された時間はあんまりないの。
アキホ。
Dad looks deeply moved as he locks eyes with me. But that's almost immediately followed up with a long sigh.
無理だよ。
お父さん。
いや僕の仕事を勘違いしちゃいけないよ。
Dad stands up like he's trying to escape. He gazes out the window.
所長と言ったって何でもかんでも好き勝手できるわけじゃないんだから。所詮管理職というかなんというか。それにね、今の TNSC には予算も人材もないんだ。予算縮小ってことだよ。最近はロケットも打ち上げてないからね。ましてや施設を私的に使おうなんてとてもとても僕はクビになってしまうよ。
なんか夢も希望もないね。
It's almost like you want to be ethical in your business transactions. How ridiculous. I always thought he was kind of unreliable, but I didn't think he was this bad. This bad. My heart's about to break.
すまないね、協力できなくて。これはなんていうか夢とかそういうものとは関係なくてね、世知辛い社会のルールと言えばいいのかな。組織が大きくなればなるほど融通も効かなくなっちゃうわけでね。もちろん娘のお願いをなんとか聞いてあげたいっていう気持ちだけはあるんだけどね。お父さんのポケットマネーから資金を出そうにも財布は母さんに握られてるし。
お父さん、それ以上言わなくていいから。うちまで悲しくなる。
I want to cover my ears. I want to lose all my memories of the last 30 minutes.
お邪魔しました。
お茶ぐらい飲んでったらどうだい。あ、そうだ、この前筑波に研修に行ってた大前くんからのお土産があって。
お父さん。
He's trying to get me to stay, but I cut him off.
昔のお父さんは自分の夢にまっすぐで純粋で、うちはそんなお父さんが好きだった。でも今のお父さんからは情熱を感じないよ。そのことが寂しい。
アキホ。
If my sister were here right now, she'd probably be even more upset than I am.
ねえ、お父さん。
I get where she's coming from, but like,
情熱がもしまだ残ってるなら、
she's basically asking to like embezzle funds and divert resources from the business company.
いや、それは。
It's just like
無理 だって。
I appreciate the passion, not quite the practicality. If he's not gonna have a change of heart now, when will he? Dummy dad? Why can't you read the room? Pretty sure I inherited that quality from. I was just about to say that. I want to ruffle Kai's hair so badly right now. But Kai isn't here, so I start squeezing the think toy I have hanging from the back of my phone droid instead. I spit out my words and rush out of the office. If this is the adult world, I want nothing to do with it, but I'm not going to say that out loud. I get that my requests are absurd. I even figured that I probably wouldn't get everything I wanted. But he could have at least said, like, I'll do my best or something. That alone would have made me happy. The old dad who used to passionately talk about space development and robot anime with Kai and I would have... I guess even now, I might still be searching for that ideal dad from back then. Yeah, what is that? What is VAB? No, not LOL. Vehicle Assembly Building. Okay. Gotcha. I was wondering what that was. Are we back to Kai? I assume, based on the game before us, I assume we're back to Kai. There's a strong wind coming in from the sea, and it's kind of irritating. Yeah, it's Kai. It's messing up my air and breaking my focus on Kill Ballad. I look away from my phone droid and take a breath. I'm sitting on the rather wide lawn of the Tanegashima Space Center. There's a replica is H-11 or HII rocket here, along with several benches. It's not a bad environment to be in. If it's supposed to be Roman numerals, I don't appreciate them putting that next to actual letters, because that's confusing. But it's too far away. Well, if we're talking a direct distance, it's closer to my house than the school is. It just feels further away. There aren't many locals who would travel to this end of the island. I take a look around us. As expected, there are barely any people in the area. I need the charger. Charger. That was a pain. In the distance, I see one local middle-aged man playing golf by himself. There aren't even that many employees stationed here at TNSC. During rocket launches, engineers arrive from off the island, and the staff grows 3 times larger. Or so they say. But that... God. But that was only when rockets used to launch from here. Now, the main focus of JAXA's space development has shifted to the Epsilon rocket. Since Epsilon is smaller than the HIIA and HIIB, I'm gonna say H2B because I'm assuming that's supposed to be Roman numerals, but that's really confusing. Launched from Tanegashima, its size doesn't match TNSC's facilities. Also, large size rocket that was started operation in 2009, bigger version of the H2A rocket with the upgraded specs and stands 57 meters high. Its maximum launch potential more than doubled the originals. Mini rocket, created by JAXA. Okay. Let's see. And so Epsilon rockets are always launched from Uchinuura. I want to say about 3 times a year, give or take. Since the launch of the Hayabusa 2 several years ago, there hasn't been a single launch from Tanegashima. I haven't even visited this place in like 12 or 13 years. As for why I'm sitting here by myself, it's obviously because the Robot Club president dragged me here. Akio's visiting her dad, aka the guy who runs the joint. I was pretty shocked yesterday when she suddenly mentioned coming here. But once I cooled down and thought about it, it dawned on me that she was going to use her inside connections. Not that I expect that to go very well. I give a wry smile and boot up Kill Ballad. Rakojiro!
フラウコウジロじゃなくてコウジロフラウだっけ
I was pretty nervous at the airport yesterday. I never expected Kill Ballad's creator to be someone my age, or a girl at that. Big news today? We met at the airport yesterday, didn't we? Oh, that's okay. At the airport yesterday. Say what? Umishoshi, were you that boy? Terra coincidental, lol. What's with those weird words you use? Some sort of foreign language? They don't strike me as net slang. I've never heard a lot of them before. They're at-channel words and stuff popular like 10 years ago. 10 years ago? Are you sure you're not actually some geezer? You don't strike me as a high school girl. So I'm told, lol. But the chick you saw yesterday was undoubtedly me. The Frau Kojiro. By the way, if you mess up my name, I'm never forgiving you and never forgiving you ever, forever, ever, never. Sure. I'm really grateful for that program you gave me. I never thought you'd actually cooperate. You really saved my butt. I'm glad you believed me. All hail Goggle! I goggled it just now. Fucking goggle, dude. Oh, Terra. Yeah. Ad channel. Classic. Wowee, second place? Lol, not bad, lol. I'm happy about it, but I'm also kind of annoyed, TBH. So what's the big news? The whole me being on Tanegashima thing. But I guess that's hardly big news to you, Umishoshi. My apologies. So are you here now on vacation or something? You don't have to answer if you don't wanna. I don't wanna pry. I just figured I could recommend some good tourist spots is all. My way of saying thanks for the program. Flirting! I think it's pronounced like kitakore or something like that. Classic. I'm not saying we have to meet up in person. I can just tell you about some right here. Let's meet up tomorrow. Huh? Seriously? First the program, now this. You're surprisingly trusting. Someone might try to take advantage of your trust one of these days. Seriously, the only reason I trust you, Umishoshi. Really? Seriously? Of all things, seriously. Is because you're number 5 on the Kill Ballad leaderboards. I don't see the connection. Anyway, meet me in front of the old Tanegashima airport tomorrow. Just after 3. What? Why the old airport? Is this related to the Robot Club or something? Legit zero interest in the old airport itself. Also, what does that place have to do with the Robot Club? Deets, please. Deets, please. Nah, never mind. Bye-bye. Frau Kojiro has left the room. That, like, shortened text speech drives me batty sometimes. It's funny, but in real life, boy, does it grind my gears. As soon as I put my phone droid away, Akio returns. It didn't go well. Akio is clearly disappointed.
Aki-chanの要求はいくらなんでも無茶すぎだよ。おじさん困ってたんじゃない？
お父さんなら絶対食いつくと思ったんだけどな。東京にある本社にお伺い立ててみるとか、そういうこともせずにね、いきなり断ったんだよ。もうがっかりしちゃった。頑張るアンクストライカーを出しそうになったよ。
She's starting to get excited again, which means I need to calm her down lest she complain forever.
まあ、いきなり欲張らずに段階を踏んでいけばいいんじゃない？
段階か。
Practicality, my guy. Practicality.
ところからってね。アキちゃんは理想が高すぎるんだよ。
理想は常にビッグになるんだよ。
I noticed that she didn't put on her glasses this time. I guess that's not one of her usual references. A wry smile still on my face, I stand up and walk to the parking lot where our scooters are, hoping to end the topic. Akio follows a little ways behind me.
っていうか、今日来なかったスバルには罰として部室の掃除させよう。
またその話。俺に愚痴るより本人に直接言いなよ。
だっていくらなんでもあんな言い方しなくてもいいのに、仮にもうちの方が年上なんだよ。
生意気なのは前から分かってたじゃん。
Just a few hours ago. Yeah, I was wondering, is that something we already saw? Akio was talking about going to TNSC today, but Subaru had a sound argument as to why he refused to come along.
僕は行きませんよ。ナンセンスですか。
I mean, how do you argue with logic like that?
そもそも TNSC はロケット発射場なんです。それくらいは間抜けな部長でももちろん理解していますよね。
Foolish Prez.
間抜けって
ロケットを打ち上げる施設とロボット工学の間にどんな関係があるのか教えてほしいですね。
I mean, they both use similar materials. I'm gonna have to argue with him on that one. Like, metal and... I think that's the main
ロ
idea.
ボティクス部門っていうれっきとした研究部門が。
あることを僕が知らないとでも？もちろん把握しています。当然でしょう。それを前提で話していたんですが、失礼。どうやら食い違いがあったようですね。宇宙ロボティクス部門研究者の助言を得たいなら、東京か筑波へ足を運ぶことをお勧めしますよ。
今思い出してもムキーってなるよ。なんであんなにへりくつなんだろう。
へりくつじゃないでしょ。むしろ正論すぎる。
カイはスバルの肩持つの？
案の定断られたわけだし。態度は生意気だけど将来有望な後輩だと思うよ。
そりゃうちはダメな部長だけど。
アキちゃんとしては現状のままズルズル行くのは嫌なんでしょ。だったら変化を受け入れることも必要なんじゃない？なんて俺が偉そうに言うことじゃないけどね。
じゃあカイも変化を受け入れてくれる？
変化？
ガンツクワンのパイロット、うちはカイしか考えてないから。
はあ？ちょっと待って。
Well, that came out of
パイロ
nowhere.
ットって何それ？初耳なんだけど。
パイロットって言ったらガンツクワンに乗り込んで操縦する役に決まってるでしょ。ロボットアニメの花形、一番目立つところだよ。やっぱりパイロットは男の子であるべきなの。だからうちはあえて身を引いたのさ。カイはロボワンでもオペレーターだったんだし、スバルに名誉を譲るのはなんか食でしょ。だからカイに。
やだよ俺。そんなの名誉でもなんでもないって。むしろ生贄っていうのがふさわしい。
Sacrifice.
何それ、どういう意味？
だってアキちゃんが作った代物でしょうが。どう考えても歩く棺桶でしょう。命がいくつあっても足りないよ。危なすぎる。なあ、そもそも歩くかどうかも怪しいけど。
Here we go again. She always does this when she doesn't like what I'm saying. Akio storms off ahead of me.
帰りにローソン寄ってくから。
はいはい、音もしますよ。ついでだからね。
In the end, we gained absolutely nothing of value today. Oh, it's Hidaka time.
ただいま。
When I get back from school, I spot Dad relaxing in the living room while watching TV. My dad, Hiromu, is a fisherman. He goes out to fish around 3 a.m. and comes home a bit after noon. He doesn't talk much, and he can be stubborn, but he provides for the family and I respect him.
遅かったな。
友達と B コープに寄ってたんだ。
そうか。
母さんは？
醤油が切れたらしい。買いに行ってる。
そう。
When I peek into the kitchen, I see that dinner's still in the middle of being made. She'll probably be back soon.
じいちゃんとばあちゃんはまだ畑？
まあ、
父さん、風呂は？
まだだ。
じゃあ沸かしとく。
頼む。
I end the conversation, and just as I start to make my way to my room to change,
スバル、
Dad stops me in my tracks.
何？
He's still staring at the TV screen. The evening news is on. The newscaster is explaining that Typhoon number 2 is on a path from Okinawa to South Korea.
昨日はいつ帰ってきたんだ？学校に遅刻したそうだ。
ああ、1限目には間に合わなかったんだ。船の時間があるからどうしても。
鹿児島は楽しかったか？
まあね。
その鹿児島の友達というのは付き合いが長いのか？
I hesitate for a moment. Dad's never asked me this much about my social life before. Has he figured it out? No, that's impossible.
そこそこには。どうして？
前も何度か鹿児島に遊びに行って月曜の朝に帰ってきたことがあっただろう。
My heart rate rises unnaturally. My heart rate naturally rises, the opposite of what I said. I suddenly notice that my mouth is completely dry.
日曜のうちに戻ってくるようにはできないのか？学生の本分は勉強だ。学校の授業をおろそかにするような遊び方はするな。
ごめん。気をつけるよ。
I somehow manage to feign calmness and reply. That's when Dad switches his gaze from the TV to me.
何？
おととい東京でロボットの大会があったらしい。
I reflexively swallow my breath. Is it like some ironic joke that like literally no one in this world knows that it's him except Kai, who saw it immediately? Because it's obvious. Is it some really like meta joke? Is there sweat on my forehead? Is there anything unnatural about me right now? Anxiety swirls around my chest. I desperately try to make sure that none of it appears on my face.
その大会にお前の学校の生徒も出場していたそうだな。
へえ、そうなんだ。知らなかったよ。
I curse in my mind. Akio Senomiya and Kaito Yashio. In my head, I throw every foul word I can at my incompetent upperclassmen.
お前はそれとは関係ないんだな。
当たり前だよ。
I know for sure that my voice was steady when I answered him. This helps me regain some composure.
ホビーロボはもうやめたんだ。それが父さんとの約束だろ。心配しないでよ。
Oh, well, that explains the mask. I guess, kind of. Dad's sharp gaze feels like it pierces through me, seeing everything. To avert my eyes, I pick up the bag I placed on the floor.
ならいい。
Dad seems to buy my lies and returns his gaze to the TV screen.
風呂沸かしてくるよ。
I retreat into my room. I close the sliding door, and once I'm alone, I take a deep, deep breath. Sigh of relief. It's then that I notice my underarms are soaked in sweat. On the way back from TNSC. Yeah, okay, after parting with, so it's Kai. Parting with Akio, I end up coming to this park. I'm feeling kind of sentimental, which is really out of character for me. Must have been that dream this morning. Almost 10 years ago, when I watched a rocket launch from here. Why am I remembering it now of all times? Who am I kidding? I know why. It's because Akio talked about going to TNSC. But I didn't come here to relive old memories. I have one objective at the end of the day. Is there anything else? Nothing else. Nothing else matters. Aha! Woo! Kaboom!
Yes!
Yes!
今日は調子良かったな。まさかタジリンに勝てるとはね。
Still, getting matched with Taji Ringer at a time like this almost feels like the work of some mysterious force. Like the god of fighting games or something. It's thanks to that god's mechanisms that I end up remembering something from my past. When Misane was still a high schooler on this island. About how I felt when I played games with her. Not once did she ever show me any mercy. She just pummeled me into the ground. I was only an elementary schooler at the time, too. Talk about immature, right? Or maybe she just hated the very concept of losing. But thanks to that, I ended up getting tough, making me into the player I am now. Even now, Misane is the wall I'm trying to overcome.
タジリンか。
Taji Ringer is presently ranked number 4 in the Kill Ballad leaderboards. I actually have a hypothesis about their true identity. I figure it could be Misane out in Tokyo. I occasionally see some of Misane's habits come through in their play. Their handle is also mighty suspicious. Taji Ringer is a play on the Senomiya sisters' favorite phrase. This would explain why they never use Voicha or reveal their identity. Misane is super popular after all. Anyway, when I imagine Misane quietly playing games like back in the day, it puts a smile on my face. That said, I've never actually looked into this little theory of mine, and I don't plan on doing so. That's because it'd make me really sad if I found out it wasn't her. It's more exciting to just enjoy my silly theory in a vacuum. I suddenly sense someone's gaze and raise my face from the screen. But there's nobody besides me in the park. It's late after all. It's quiet. The only sounds are those of chirping insects, and the Kill Ballad theme song, of course. The message arrival sound suddenly rings out from my phone droid. It caught me off guard, causing me to panic for a moment.
メール受信。
This again, yeah. With Gejine and then gibberish.
またゲジねえか。
The message is all garbled. The only readable text is the sender's name, Gejine. I've been getting these messages on occasion for a while now. The weird thing about it is I only ever get them when I'm in Uchugaoka Park. I figure they must be some kind of prank or something. But I do remember hearing something about this before. Who did I hear it from? A classmate? An old lady in the neighborhood? Or is it some urban legend on the net? Either way, this is how it goes. Uchugaoka Park is haunted. Oh no. All of a sudden, my phone droid's screen distorts and freezes up. It doesn't respond when I press the home button.
なんだよこれ。
Uh-oh. For some reason, I'm starting to feel uneasy. And then, oh no! A strange noise plays from my phone droid. I swear to God, if this game jump scares me, don't do it. It's unpleasant and hard on the ears. The sound is enough to disturb my nerves. Meanwhile, my phone droid's screen is still frozen. Sound continues to pour out of it. Is it broken? Or... I try lightly hitting it, but it doesn't respond. Okay, I need to get some water. Alright, I'm back. Just trying to muscle through it. Just get some water, mass. Me. I try lightly hitting it, but it doesn't respond. For reasons I can't explain, I look around me. I get the chills and soon realize I have goosebumps. Cut me some slack here. Are you seriously saying this is supernatural? Am I being punked? Plus, I can't even counterattack. They're cheesing me like crazy. In an unwinnable battle like this, retreat is the only option. What a pain in the ass. They're the ones cheesing, not me. I should ask Mizuka-san about ghost rumors the next time. Oh, it's her! Why? What? Oh, hey, it's, this... I just saw... Oh. Just now, I totally saw something that looked humanoid. The sound stops, and my phone droid is responsive again. For some reason, Iruo is open. Yeah, it's, that thing. Hello? Oh, I pressed wrong button. It's at this very moment that something appears on my screen. Don't do it!
Huh?
Don't you do it! A voice? A person's voice? It's already July, so it's not at all cold, but every hair on my body stands straight up as I shiver. Time to go home. Time to go home right now. Get the hell out of here! Takeo time. What the hell was that? It was the creepy girl. I enter the faculty room with the worst timing imaginable and run into the vice principal. I force a stiff smile on my face and bow slightly. I feel like this lady is living proof that sometimes it does hurt to ask. The vice principal likewise gives me a slight nod and walks past me. God, my heart can't take this. This is why I didn't want to come to the faculty room. It's all Michi's fault. Why did he call me here?
Michi, 来たけど。
Michi is casually sitting at his desk eating delivery Zaru soba. Why am I even here?
おい、背宮妹、なんで言ったらわかるんだ。先生のことミッチーと呼ぶな。
だったらミッチーも背宮妹って呼ばないでよ。
True.
妹は妹だろうが。
ちょっと。
And you are Michi.
お箸振り回さないで。おつゆ飛んだ。
What if it leaves a stain?
で、話って何？
ああ、そうそう。
Michi puts down his chopsticks and turns to face me. Is that? What is that? Oh boy, did I?
ロボワンの商品のことだけどな。
Why is that not on top? There. That was weird. Has that been there the whole time? Prize money. For some reason, he says this in a hushed voice.
振り込みの日。
Don't you take my money.
その日が待ち遠しいな。
our little Tanagashi Machine 3 won an impressive second place at Robo 1. Our prize, a whopping 1 million yen. Right after the tournament, I was so busy despairing over the club that it didn't really hit me at the time. But now that we're in the clear, that 1 million yen is like a radiant light of hope. It's several times more than the funds I requested from the VP. With that kind of cash, we've basically already won. But apparently, there's a lot of paperwork that needs doing, so the cash won't be wired to us for about a month. Of course, since we're students and we entered Robo 1 as the Robot Club, the money's being sent to the school. Either way, that money belongs to the Robot Club, which means we can use it however we want. True. Yes. Can't remember how much it was. It was like, I want to say, it's definitely over 100,000, right?
それがな、振り込み自体は来月されるらしいが、手続きがいろいろあってな。特にうちは公立校だから。
何が言いたいの？
つまりだな、部費として賞金を使えるようになるのは手続き上来年の4月からになるんだわ。これ豆知識な。
It's not a pro tip, that's just bad news. Don't be a dick, Michi.
来年の4月ってそれじゃうちら卒業してるよ。
お、そうだな。
全然ちっとも意味ないじゃん。万博は来年の2月からなのに、それまでにガンツク1を完成させなきゃいけないのに。
いいか、瀬宮妹。俺がありがたい言葉を授けてやる。
No one cares about your words of wisdom. Stop it.
金は天下の回り物ってことさ。わかったか？わ
かんないよ。
Kai, why is Kai never around at times like this? I want to ruffle his hair up as hard as I can.
まさか教頭先生？また教頭先生の嫌がらせなの？
Revenge?
おい、落ち着けよ。なわけないだろ。
だってこんなの。
I thought we'd finally gotten past our funding woes.
こんな理不尽なのあんまりだよ。せっかく会が頑張ってくれたのに。
まあこればっかりはな。諦めろ。俺じゃどうにもできん。
じゃあミッチ100万円貸して。来年部費で返す。
瀬宮妹、いいこと教えてやるぞ。先生な、貯金はゼロだ。
Why does that not surprise me in the slightest? Can we ever get a clean win? Oops. I didn't skip anything to it. Okay. Where's Frau Kujiro? I come all the way out to the hangar at the old airport and click my tongue lightly. Don't tell me I'm just another naive dude believing the words of a pretty girl. I've been matched up with Tokyo girls in online matches, but that's... Oh. Is it normal to make plans and then ditch? He didn't strike me as the type to, like, try to... He seems too wrapped up in the whole gaming thing, you know? But, again, I guess he's tried. I guess I'll just play Kill Ballad and wait. Keep my expectations low. But then, I think I hear something. Is it Gejine again? It's a bit too crude of a sound to be her. Sounds like a car horn. But at a time and place like this, are they calling for me? I would like them to stop. I decide to go and check out the situation. The old airport parking lot. There's an abandoned hotel in between it and the road out front. They relocated when the airport closed down. It's gone unused ever since. I recognize the light truck being parked there. Thunder Emperor? Thunder Emperor is just a nickname. That's the name the owner of the car gave it. Oh god. There's no escape from this guy. I recognize the man in the driver's seat. For some reason, he finds fault in me wearing my school uniform. Why? Why is this guy everywhere?
見てわかるだろう。
廃品回収？いつ教師辞めたわけ？
やめとらん。いいが、先生は今でも先生だ。
じゃあ荷台の大量の荷物は何なの？引っ越しだ。
たく教頭め、絶対にロボワンの時の当てつけだよな。
Moving, huh? Well, I have a pretty good idea of who's doing the moving. Looks like I've been tricked.
いいが、ヤシオ、覚えとけ。長いものには巻かれろだ。
As Michi gets out of the car, he says something entirely unbecoming of an educator. True.
学生の頃はまだ生きがっててもいいがな。社会に出たら偉いものに媚びへつらう。それでこそ円滑な仕事関係が築けるってもんだ。
Oh my god, this freaking
これ
guy.
は豆知識じゃねえぞ。処世術だ。わかるな？
わかるけど、仮にも教師がそういうこと言う？
先生は本音で語る教師なんだ。だから尊敬してもいいんだぞ。
Free to respect me. Not happening. I ignore Michi and look around. As expected, there's no sign of Frau Kujiro.
で、お前はフルゴーリとはどこで知り合ったんだ？
Furugori?
フルゴーリ？
Who the heck is that? I feel like I've seen that name somewhere before, but where?
まさかこの前東京に行った時か。お前って意外と楽しいなんだな。
For some reason, Michi's grinning at me. What a pain. Maybe I should bail before it's too late.
俺はフルゴーリなんて人は知らないから
フルゴーリ
帰るよ。
やべえ
No! I hear what sounds like a girl shrieking nearby. After what happened at Uchugoka Park yesterday, I reflexively raised my guard. The voice came from the Thunder Emperor's truck bed. I literally, in my brain, when that truck pulled up, I was like, is she in the back of that truck? I didn't say anything. That's what I thought. The boxes. Is she in one of the boxes? I cautiously peek inside. No, she's on the boxes. It's there that I find Frau Kujiro sprawled out between the boxes, a sickly expression on her face.
何してんの？
手伝いもせずに帰るとか、もうやだこの島、絶対に許さない。
何してるかって聞いてるんだけどね。
そこのガチムチ教師の運転が荒すぎて、コーラ吹いた。軽く死ぬる。
Rip in peace. As usual, the way she uses her words is confusing as hell. Is this fashionable in Tokyo or something? I don't remember hearing anyone talk like her when I was up there.
PC が
No, I think she's just a weirdo.
西の表の港からここまでずっとゴロゴロ転がってたんだ。でもな、ヤシオならわかるだろ。先生は至って安全運転だったぜ。
ミッチーは法定速度は守るけど運転荒いからね。
If you sit in the passenger seat, it's manageable. But in the back, she must have gotten whipped around. No wonder she's sick.
でさ、君って本名なんていうの？
コウジロフラウ、17歳。キリ。
Too easy. I suppose I can just find out by looking at her tag.
ちなみに先月17
Okay,
になった。
should I do that? Can I do that? I can't do that yet. We're still in like image mode. Dude. An eternal 17-year-old. What is this? What is this creature?
アホっぽい名前だから先生はすぐ覚えたぞ。
Kona Furuguri. Kind of rude. Kona Furuguri. Then I guess Frau Kujiro is her pen name.
誰がドキュンネームだしね。
Like, how? Thank you. I can't remember. I feel like I've heard that. Dokyun, antisocial person, lacks common sense. That certainly sounds like her.
はいはい、わかった。これじゃ話進まないからさ、とりあえず荷台から降りてよ、コナンちゃん。
その名前で呼ぶとか嫌がらせすぐる。
After pulling Frau out of the truck bed, it seems she can barely stand.
テラキモス。
Terra nasty. Disgustingly filthy. Terra as a prefix, it becomes extremely disgustingly filthy. What is this? She certainly looks ill. She's been hanging her head the whole time too. She's not even trying to make eye contact.
お、今さら気づいたけど、うちの高校の制服着てるね。なんで？
うちの学校に転校してきたからに決まってるだろう。これは豆知識でも何でもねえぞ、ヤシオ。
転校？
Is that why she moved here? But why don't I see her parents anywhere?
それでどこに引っ越すわけ？
ここに決まってるでしょ。情報。
She points to the abandoned hotel in front of us.
ここ廃墟なんだけど。
買い取りました。
誰が？
それは私です。
お金は？
キルバラで稼いだ金うん千万あった。それほとんどつぎ込んだし。
KB only costs 115 yen, but even at that price, with tens of millions of downloads, she must have made a ton. She's like night and day compared to Akio and her complaints over 10,000 yen parts. But geez, she seriously bought this old place and plans to live here? What in the world is she thinking?
おい、ヤシオ、そろそろ始めるぞ。
Get started on what? I have a bad feeling about this.
先生は忙しいんだ。とっとと荷物運び終わらせて、とっとと帰る。これ豆知識な。
I knew this had to do with helping her move. Come on, give me a break. I got called out here just to do this? I can probably still escape.
俺、用事を思い出したから帰らせてもらうわ。
But Frau grabs the cuff of my shirt. She's still avoiding eye contact. All she does is look at the cuff of my shirt with a sickly expression on her face. Damn it, she's not gonna let me escape. Fine, we'll do this the hard way.
どうしても俺に頼みたいって言うなら。
I brush Frau's hand away and look her in the eyes. Our eyes meet for a moment, and Frau immediately averts her gaze. I slowly pull my phone droid, the bag at my waist. Here we go.
プログラム提供してあげた件について。
な。
借りは返すべきでしょ、見返りなしで助けてあげるほど綺麗な払う金はないのだぜ。デュー。
She's the everyone's the best. She's right now she's the best. Well, I can't argue with that. I put my phone droid away. His technique of challenging anyone and everyone who needs him to do something is no match for basic common courtesy. I put the box on the floor and raised both fists into the air. In the end, I made over 10 trips. Her stuff was way too heavy. I could barely move my arms at this point. What on earth did she pack? Not only that, but she made the absurd request that we carry them to the corner room on the 3rd floor. The elevator doesn't work, and the halls are filled with trash, making it hard to walk. Is this some kind of harassment?
いい汗かいたな。これぞ青春ってやつかもな。とっておきの言葉を教えてやるぞ、ヤシオ、フルゴーリ。汗をかいた分だけ人は優しくなれるんだ。
ああ、そう。
I don't have the mental strength to listen to him. I'm doing all I can to catch my breath and avoid an attack. I don't want to put a burden on my body. Plus, Akio isn't here right now. I just squat down in place and breathe.
Thanks.
No! Tonks! I hear a voice from somewhere. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen Frau in a while. Where is she? Just look, wherever she shouldn't be is probably exactly where she is. I look around the room. My eyes eventually stop on her holding her knees, balled up in the corner of the room. She looks kind of looks like some sort of ghost bound to the hotel or something.
Tonks って何?
Tonks.
トン
Tong.
は
ポツくそ伝わらなさすぎだろ
Frau mutters and lightly punches the wall.
イラ壁
Well, she said wall punch. Wall punch. Verbal wall punch. Short for I was in... Something about internet slang. It's... The reason I don't get anything is because Frau uses too much net slang from 10 years ago. And hey, I helped her out, didn't I? Why is she snapping back at me? Just for the record, the walls and floor of the room are crazy run down. This really does look like a room in an abandoned building. If I wasn't so worried about having an attack, I'd never want to sit down on the floor.
コナちゃんさ、こんなところに住むつもり？
そのつもりですが何か
She's serious. That smile is so funny.
明日改装業者入れる予定あとセキュリティ最優先事項何しろ私の PC 超絶スーパーハイスペックなわけで
Transcendent high spec.
はいじゃなくてはいな
I got it. Thank you.
あとキルバラのオリジナルのソースコードとか入ってるしついでに言うと私がこれまでに集めまくった腐った画像とか軽く1テラ超えてるっつうかっていう
Rotten? I can't tell if that's a good thing or bad thing. I don't think I want to know what that means. I'm so confused.
これパクられたらどうやって生きていけと申すか
知らないよ。なんで一人で切れてるんだよ。
というわけでやられる前にやれぬ法則絶対に誰も突破できないようなトラップだらけのセキュリティシステムにして引きこもるつまり自宅警備員こそ最強
Oh, hail neats.
でもさ、こんな広いところに一人で住むわけ？だったらハイホテルじゃなくて普通の家でよかったんじゃ？
だが断るこの廃墟な感じが燃えるんだろう上皇
Oh, Tatsa. I can't handle her. I can't handle the way she speaks. It's too much. Looking. I ignore whatever I don't understand.
親は？
少なくともパパは東京
What a strange way of phrasing that.
母親は？
Frau goes quiet, and I shoot Michi a questioning look instead. Of course, he doesn't take the hint. He's, as useful as ever. He's asleep. I was a fool for expecting anything from such a worthless teacher.
母親は？
I slightly rephrase the question and try again. Frau turns her gaze to the scenery outside the window. Did he rephrase it, or I feel like that's exactly what he said last time. And your mother? And your... He didn't rephrase the question. Don't lie to me. I see the side of her face.
ママは
She hasn't finished speaking, but judging by her expression... Yeah, read the tone, man. Frau looks tremendously lonely. I brace myself to hear the rest of her answer. But all she does is smile at me. Memo to have gun barrel prototype model 1 move solidly. Changes the statistical concept of prototype model 1. Get rid of unnecessary parts. Remove the inside cockpit. Change it to remote control. Remove the exterior?
頑張れる試作1号機をまともに動かすためのメモ何これ
僕なりにまとめてみた提案です
4 days after joining the club, Subaru finally visited the club room by his own will. But as soon as he appeared, he gave me these notes. Most people don't hand out stuff like this on paper these days, so I'm a little surprised.
なんでそんなにムスッとしてるかな。せっかく部室に来たんだからくつろいでいってくれていいのに。あ、スコール飲む？
こんなウサギ小屋以下の環境でよく平然としていられますね。
Rabbit shed. Well, this place was a storage room once, so he's not that off.
案外人は環境に適応できる生き物なのさ。ガンつくワンを作るならハンガーがあるしね。部室の場所にはそんなにこだわらないかな。
そうですか。そういう考え方自体負け犬根性が染みついているということですね。惨めさ丸出しですよ。
Some of the casual savagery is just too much. He always has to say things in the meanest way possible.
僕は部長のぬるま湯に使ったようなやり方に付き合うつもりはありませんから。相手が先輩だろうと部長だろうとそんな立場は一切考慮しません。そのつもりで提案を見てください。
じゃあ会が来たら。
そう言っても30分近く経ってるんですが。
おかしいな。会って部活サボることはこれまでなかったんだよ。まあ部活のことはちっとも手伝ってくれないけど。
Seriously, where did he go? He vanished right after class yesterday, too. He's not answering my calls or messages. Nothing like this has ever happened before. I'm feeling weird about this. Maybe it's because we're always together. Oh, the look Subaru is giving me is just screams, get on with it!
わかったよ。読むってば。でもメールでくれればよかったのに。
メールアドレスも知りませんか？
聞いてくれれば教えたよ。
いちいち聞くのも面倒だった。
I resist the urge to tell him off while I look over the proposal. Let's see.
口頭でも説明します。
ああ、そうして。
Now I don't actually have to read it.
具体的に何が言いたいかというと、試作1号機の設計コンセプトの変更です。
変更って。
昨日部長が渡してくれた設計図を見せてもらいましたが、予想通り時代遅れの代物でした。
The way he puts it makes me really angry.
それは仕方ないよ。設計図が書かれたのは9年前なんだもん。
ええ、10年前に高校生が書いたにしては悪くない。それだけです。
10年前じゃなくて9年前。
10年前の巨大ロボットといえばただ立ってるだけ、またはせいぜい首が動くだけでよかった。お台場に立ってたガンバムみたいに。でも今は違います。ロボットブームだって騒がれてるぐらいなんですから。世界各国が国家プロジェクトとして大金をつぎ込んで巨大ロボットを作ってる、そういう時代です。こんな状況でロボ部は生意気にも万博に出展することを目論んでいる。そうですね。
もちろん。そして出るからには勝つ。ジャキーン。あ、今鼻で笑った。
寝言は寝て言えという言葉を部長には送りますよ。
性格悪い。
さっき言いましたよね。たとえ相手が先輩だろうと部長だろうとそんな立場は一切考慮しないと。さすがに国家プロジェクトで作っているロボットに勝つ方法なんてありません。予算の規模、関わってる人数、どちらも桁違いの差がありますから。巨大ロボット、例えばガンバムを本気で作る場合、どれだけのお金がかかるか知っていますか
？1000万円くらい？
10年くらい前の資産ですが、 材料費だけで約800億円です。
Good God.
おお、
さすがにガンバムはファンタジーすぎるので、各国が今作っているロボはもう少し控えめの予算でしょうが、それでも100億はくだらないでしょうね。現実について思い知ってもらえましたか？
はい。
ちなみに試作1号機は今のところどれくらいのお金を使ったんですか？
Most of its exterior was constructed using reprocessed scrap the club got for free. The only thing we've spent money on are the servo motors and the waste. With all that considered,
全部で100万円くらいかな。ロボ案の賞金が来月すぐに使えたなら開発費はこの倍になったんだけど。
but I'm trying not to think about that anymore. If I do, I don't know if I'd be able to stop myself from busting down the door to the principal's office. I'm not gonna let this get me down. Heck to the no.
100万円も200万円も変わりませんよ。各国のロボに比べればどちらもはした金です。
Change. Subaru's merciless words pierce my chest.
それでも万博に出展するというなら、せめて歩行可能ぐらいにはしておかないと話になりません。
今の設計図でも歩くようになってるし。
残念ながら僕の予想ではあれは歩けませんね。
なんで？
設計図通りに作ってないからです。
いや、そんなことは。
逆に聞きますが、部長は設計図通りに作っていると胸を張って言えますか？あの試作1号機を。
当たり前だよ、作ってるよ。
いいえ、作ってませんね。
Subaru pulls up the gun build 1 blueprints on his phone droid, then shoves the screen right up to my nose.
この書き足しは何です？
それは歴代のロボ部員がいろいろ改良。
Oh, I see.
改悪でしょ。
Downgrades.
お金もパーツもない状況でやりくりしなくちゃいけないんだから大変なの。希望通りの大きさの材料がもらえるとも限らないし、加工するのだって簡単じゃないし、譲ってもらえた材料をちょっとでも無駄なく使い切ろうとしていろいろ工夫してやったらああなったって。うちは前の部長からそう教わったし、前の部長はその前の部長から教わってきたんだから。
つまり要約すると、設計図通りには作っていない。
まあ要約すれば。
おかげで随分といびつな形になり下がってますよ。設計者のこのロボがかわいそうだと言っておきます。
じゃあこの書き足しを全部消して最初の設計図通りに戻せば。
戻せるんですか？もう試作1号機はかなり出来上がっているんでしょう
？7割くらいは。
だったらナンセンスですよ。
じゃあスバルはどうしたいわけ？
設計図そのもの、それとこれまでに組み立てた試作1号機の。
Subaru seems to purposely pause. He then pushes his glasses up with a finger.
破棄です。
Oh. Oh. I doubt my ears. I can't believe it. Never thought for a moment that he would say those words.
何しれっと言っちゃって
I
ん
believe
の？
it.
せっかく教頭先生に処分されちゃうピンチを免れたっていうのに、まさかスバル教頭先生の回し者？
そう思いたいならどうぞ。最初から作り直した方が早いとここまでのディスカッションで理解してもらえたはずですが。
What discussion? Subaru's just been going on and on about his own ideas.
設計は僕がします。無駄な部分は徹底的に排除する。具体的にはそこのメモにも書いておきましたが、2点あります。その1、内蔵コックピットの排除。今は遠隔操縦タイプが主流ですし、 オペレーターが乗り込むことに合理性はありません。
ストップ。コックピットなくすって正気？オリジナルのガンバレルだって元気くんがちゃんと乗って操縦してるよ。巨大ロボは乗り込んでこそでしょ。
部長は鉄人28号を否定する
ガントー？
そうじゃなくて、
そもそもガンバレルをモデルにすることにも僕は否定的なんですがね。どうせモデルにするならせめてもっとリアルで再現のしやすそうな機体にすべきです。カートルーパーはデザインの時点で嘘をつきすぎてる。
カートルーパーじゃなくてカートルーパー。
Subaru couldn't care less about my correction.
でもそれについては別にどうでもいいです。どっちにしろ無意味になりますから。
どういうこと？
提案その2として外装を取っ払います。
外装って側ってこと？
I never even considered that. Why? Because of the terrible idea.
設計図段階から試作1号機は重量の問題をクリアできていません。ここまで組み立てたものは設計図に比べてもかなり足が太くなったようですが、それでも自立するだけで精一杯でしょう。歩けるようにするには大幅な軽量化が必要です。そして今のところ最も無駄なものは外装です。
だって側を外したら骨組みだけになっちゃう。それじゃ頑張れるってわかんないよ。大地、かっこ悪い。
かっこいいとかかっこ悪いとかの話じゃありません。動かなければただの鉄くずだということです。
そもそもコックピットも側もなかったら上半身作る意味ないじゃん。
If the cockpit was removed from the gun build 1, it'd be no better than paper mache. The inside would be hollow.
それにほら、防御力だって落ちるし。
防御力？なんで
Defense.
それ？
防御力は防御力だよ。鎧みたいな。
部長は何と戦うつもりですか？万博では巨大ロボット同士がロボアンのように戦うとでも？
Hearing him say it out loud is the first time it actually dawns on me. I've been working on Gun Build 1 for over 2 years now. To think it took me this long to realize it, oh my
あ、そっ
god.
か。戦わないんだ。
That's actually really funny. The expo only has demos. While there are no set rules for the content of said demos, I doubt fighting is allowed.
アニメ見すぎですね。僕より年上なのに情けない。
何を？正義の巨大ロボを戦うのが基本でしょ。悪い敵をバッタバッタとなぎ倒すために存在するんだから。戦わない巨大ロボはただの巨大ロボだよ。鼻
Yes?
で笑ったし。
正義なんていう価値観は相対的なものでしょう。そもそも今の巨大ロボット開発にそんな価値観は無意味です。悪い宇宙人やらマッドサイエンティストによって地球が滅びそうになっているとでも？そんなアニメの展開は現実のどこを探したって見つかりませんよ。あるのは純粋な開発競争です。技術力の最先端を惜しみなく注ぎ込んでね。
いや、別に正義っていうところにはそんなにこだわりはないんだけど。
Truth be told, it's simply because Misa modeled it after Gun Barrel. That's all. Gun Barrel is a giant robot of justice, and I'm building Gun Barrel. The Robot Club isn't specifically trying to make a giant robot of justice.
正義のは雰囲気だよ、雰囲気。
いずれにせよ正義だろうとなんだろうと万博では戦いませんから。部長が巨大ロボに対してそういう幼稚な捉え方しかできないなら今すぐロボ部を解散すべきですね。その主張を万博会場で言ったら世界中から笑い物ですよ。
Subaru shrugs his shoulders and grins at me. Urgh, this punk is basically an anime villain. I knew he was hard to handle, but I didn't think he'd be this much but I didn't think he'd be this much of a jerk face.
ちなみに せっかく7割方組み立てた試作1号機ですが、そっちについては全ばらしにします。パーツの大部分を流用することで予算のなさをカバーするわけです。
I take a deep breath and hand the proposal back to Subaru.
認めません。
僕のここまでの話を聞いても？
認めないったら認めない。
それであんな欠陥だらけで歩行もできない試作1号機を万博に持っていくと？
そんな言い方しないで。
Before I realized it myself, I've snapped. It felt like he was making fun of Misa, and I couldn't take it anymore.
そんなひどい言い方しないでよ。
It's so frustrating that it makes me want to cry, but I resist the urge.
ガンツクワンは歴代のロボ部員のみんながコツコツと頑張って作ってきたものなの。ロボ部の歴史と同じなの。それを簡単に捨てるとかバラすとかできるわけないよ。うちはあの子を万博に連れて行きたい。お姉ちゃんが始めてみんなが頑張ってきた9年間の思いだから、その結晶だから。だからスバルの言ったことは全部却下。
ナンセンスですね。
ナンセンスかどうかなんて知らない。これは部長命令。
I stare him in the eyes and declare this clearly and concisely. After giving me a cold look for a moment, Subaru shrugs his shoulders slightly.
そういうことならこれ以上は何も言いませんよ。本来だったらこんな提案もせずにいきなり退部届を叩きつけてもよかったんですが。
退部なんてしちゃダメだよ。
しませんよ。したらヤシオ先輩がプレアデスの正体をバラすんでしょ。
He would too.
そう、その通り。
なので部には残りますが、部員として必要最低限の務めは今ので果たしましたから。
Got him on the short leash of blackmail. With that, Subaru turns his back to me.
あとは僕も好きにやらせてもらいます。部長の手伝いをするつもりはありませんので、そのつもりで失礼します。
Subaru coldly spits out his final words and leaves. I head to Kai's spot in the shade of the tree and space out while he's staring at the blueprints that Misa drew up.
捨てるなんて無理だよ。
I joined the robot club because these blueprints in Gun Build 1 existed. It's one of the few things that Misa left behind on the island, proof that she was once here. I could never get rid of that.
どうも。
I attempt to shower Mizuka-san with the usual flattery once I enter the store, but there's no one at the register. Where could she be?
いらっしゃい。
I hear Mizuka-san's voice coming from deeper in the store. I take a peek and see her sitting on a step, doing maintenance on her hug.
どうも。
なんだかいか。
It's just
どう
you.
も綺麗で。ふん。ハグのメンテ？
ああ。
Been a while since I last saw Mizuka-san with her hug off. It was a gift from Misane after she joined Exske. The crash of 15, a fierce solar disturbance that caused global scale malfunctions and signal interference. That was when Mizuka-san was in a traffic accident. Her legs badly hurt. Misane gifted her this hug.
機械は苦手でもこればっかりは自分でやらないとね。って言ってもやるのはサーボモーターに油さしたりネジを締め直したり表面をきれいに拭いたりするぐらいだけど。
前から不思議だったんだけどさ、そういうのってエグスケ社の人に頼んでやってもらえないの？
一応担当のハグエンジニアはいるんだよ。この島には正規ディーラーないから、鹿児島から出張してくるのは月に一度なのさ。
離島の宿命ってやつね。
そういうこと。
じゃあ近くにある町工場なんかで見てもらうのは？
無理。ハグはブラックボックスの塊らしくてね。 ハグエンジニアにしかメンテ任せちゃダメって買った時に契約書書かされるのさ。しかもメンテ代がバカ高い。
Honestly, sounds kind of like a ripoff. I don't want to say this since Misane works there, but I bet these tactics are how X-Ske got big so quick.
大人の世界はドロドロだ。
なに分かったような口聞いてんのさ。
He smirks at me. Anyway, that's enough preamble.
水香さん、例のもの一つもらっていい？
Mizuka-san's eyes sharply narrow the second I make my request. They're the eyes of a predator that has spotted their prey. Oh god, no.
手が離せないから自分で取ってきな。
I steel my resolve and take one passion fruit bun out of the steamer next to the register. Oh god, not again. As usual, it's warmed and steamed just right.
いただきます。
It's the death bun. I wipe my tears away once it's all down the hatch. I can feel my stomach acids trying to come up my throat, but I keep everything down as much as I can.
うまかっただろ?
No comment.
Mizuka-san finished her hug tuning while I experienced hell. She effortlessly reattaches it to her legs.
で、カイ。何が知りたいんだい?
I gulp down mineral water in an attempt to get rid of that horrific aftertaste. I breathe deep, rearranging my thoughts. Let's start with a light jab.
ロボ部のスポンサーになってくれそうな人とか会社とか紹介してくんない？
Yesterday, Akio was grieving over the fact that we couldn't use our prize money. So I figured I should ask while I'm here.
廃部にはならなかったんだろ?
一命は取り留めたけどね。予算は結局出してもらえなかったし、ロボワンの賞金もお預け食らっちゃって。
カイも苦労が絶えないね。そうだな。手っ取り早いところなら。
A name escapes Mizuka-san's lips that I wasn't at all expecting.
ミッチーに頼めば?
Oh god, why does it have to be Michi?
あのプロテインばっかり買ってる貧乏教師が金出してくれるわけないの。
Always comes back to Michi.
あいつは貧乏まっしぐらだけどね。おじさんがなんとかって会社の社長やってるのさ。
マジで?
This is news to my ears.
ちょっと癖の強い人だけどね。うまく心をつかめば金出してくれるかもよ。
Michi's uncle. I can't even imagine what sort of person we're dealing with. Actually, I'm not even sure I want to meet him. Granted, I wouldn't be the negotiator here. This wouldn't be on Akiho.
他にもスポンサーになってくれそうなところ、私の方で探しといてやるよ。不況だからそうそう見つかんないだろうけど。
よろしく。
Now for the real deal.
まだあるのかい? だったらもう一つあれを。
Oh god. Don't need another one. Mizuka-san's eyes point to the steamer. I recall the taste from a few moments ago and once again feel my stomach juices trying to push their way up. Oh god. I feel like throwing up, but desperately hold it back. Consider it my way of showing that 2 a day is impossible.
しょうがないね。で、何なのさ?
宇宙が丘公園に幽霊が出るっていう噂話について。
Ghosts.
幽霊? 出るの?
それを知りたいんだけど。
って言われてもね、そんなの情報提供のしようがないじゃないか。そういうオカルトとか都市伝説については私より詳しい子を知ってるけど、どうする?
助かるよ。で、誰?
こないだ別件で紹介してやったろ? 大徳純奈。
Oh yeah.
そうなの?
Yet another unexpected name pops up. I guess she isn't just a karate girl.
ありゃ、マニアと呼んでもいいくらいだね。
This will be a pain, but it sounds worth giving a shot. Uchigo-oka Park is an important place to me. There's nowhere else I can go to really focus on gaming. That's right. This is a battle to protect the place where I kill Bound. Or so I say to myself in an attempt to work up some enthusiasm. The next day, after school, I decided to go and have a little chat with Daitoku-san. Oh, a message. Maybe it's her. I sent her one earlier about wanting to ask about urban legends.
メール受信
Oh, of course. I didn't know you were into urban legends, Yashio. If you like, I can teach you what I know. Meet up at the front gate after school. She sounds really psyched. This is giving me a totally different vibe from the one she normally has. But I might be able to get some valuable info off her. She's my only hope. When I grab my bag and try to leave the classroom, Akio grabs me by the collar. She's on cleaning duty.
まさか帰るつもり？
俺今日は掃除当番じゃないんだけど。
掃除じゃなくて今日は部活出てよ。あのね、さっきミッチーから聞かされたんだけど、新聞社が取材に来るんだって。
取材って何の？
ロボワン準優勝のこと。
Oh, interesting.
だからカイもいてくれなきゃ。
ああ、俺そういうのいいや。アキちゃん適当に答えといて。
え、いいの？じゃあカイのこともうまく言っとくね。
Akio grins at me. She sure does get carried away about everything.
っていうかね、ロボワン準優勝って結構すごいことだと思うんだ。だからもっとじゃんじゃん取材の依頼が来てもいいはずなんだけどな。ミスタープレアデスの正体も晒したらもっと大騒ぎになりそう。
そんなことしたらスバル君ってばへそ曲げてロボ部やめちゃうよ。
分かってるよ。
We'll lose our only hold on that man.
しないって。それでも
Oh yeah, also it'd be me, more importantly.
もっとチヤホヤされるべきだと思うんだけど。そうしたらスポンサーとしてお金を出したいって人もたくさん来そうでしょ。そうならないかな。
Akio absent-mindedly drifts off in her world of delusion.
俺もう帰っていい？
あ、待った、帰っちゃダメ。
なんでさ、取材ならアキちゃんに任せるってば。
それはそれ。帰ってば、昨日も一昨日も部活来てないじゃん。サボりすぎだよ。
いやでもさ、俺ってロボ部にいてもいなくても変わらないでしょ。即戦力のスバル君が入ったんだからさ、彼と二人でロボ作ってた方が絶対はかどると思うよ。
Not quite. It's then that Akio lets go of my collar. She has a dumbfounded look on her face.
そんな風に思ってたの？だから遠慮して出てこなかったってこと？
いや、別にそういうわけじゃ。
I try to speak, but she sticks a finger against my nose.
だとしたら考えすぎ。カイだってれっきとしたロボ部員なんだし。ロボワンの時、カイがいなかったら決勝まで行けなかったんだよ。うちはカイがロボ部にいてくれたこと本当に感謝してるの。だから何にも気にせずに出てきてよね。
ああ、うん。
Aww. She's so sincere that I can't possibly correct her at this point.
いやー、よかったよかった。これでカイのサボり問題も無事解決っと。やめるとか言い出されるんじゃないかと思って、実は結構ドキドキしてたんだ。
やめはしないけど、俺今日は用事があるんだよね。
用事って何？ゲームするとか答えたらこんにゃろうの刑だからね。
Not the hair! Considering what I'm usually up to, I get why she'd come to that conclusion. Wait, what the heck kind of punishment is it? It's the hair. Obviously the hair.
大徳さんと会ってくる。
But like, extra. Extra hair.
そういえば今日いきなりツイポでフォローし合ってたよね。いつの間に仲良くなったの？
そんなには仲良くなってないよ。
じゃあこれから仲良くなるとか？
Akio starts poking me with the handle of the broom she's holding.
つまりデート？わ バカさゆえの過ち。
まさかそんな色っぽいものじゃないよ。
だよね。
No, Kai's just afraid of ghosts and needs to have someone to confide in.
さすがアキちゃん、俺のことよくわかってるじゃん。
そりゃ付き合い長いもん。で、じゃあ大徳さんと会って何するの？
平穏なゲームライフを獲得するための悪巧みかな。
何それ？
I figured she wouldn't understand. Why would she possibly? But it'd be a real pain to explain this from start to finish.
それ以上のことを説明してほしいなら勝負
Oh
が
my
必要だ
god.
ね。
Beat me and
俺
kill
に勝ったら
about.
話すけどどうする？
Not worth it.
カイのサボりも。
She squares her shoulders and goes back to cleaning. Yeah, I figured that would make her mad. But I know plenty of ways to win Akiho over again.
そういえば賞金の話はもう諦めたわけ？
The 1 million yen prize for second place in Robo 1 has been seized by the school. Well, it'll be usable as club funds next year. We'll have left by the club by then. We won't have it by the expo. Akio shakes her head while sweeping the floor with the broom.
だってね、いろいろ方法はないか考えてみたのよ。別の誰かに立て替えてもらうとか、そういう抜け道みたいなやり方。でも結局それって誰かに迷惑かけちゃうかなって思って。できれば正々堂々と作ったロボで万博に行きたいじゃない？
志は立派だね。でも実際他に資金調達の当てとかあるわけ？
あるわけないよ。昨日ちょっとだけ中種のお店とか回って交渉してみたけど、ちっとも相手してもらえなかったし、一応2000円だけカンパ集めたけど。
2000円じゃロボクリニックからの借金すら返せないじゃん。
Akio's clearly dispirited.
毒に合わせる顔がない。というかあったら殺される。
じゃあさ、ミッチーにスポンサー紹介してもらえなよ。
あんな顧問なんて飾りです。偉い人にはそれがわからんのです。
Ouch, that's harsh. I mean, he is a teacher and the Robot Club's advisor. He was even the first club president. But I guess after getting to know him over the past 2 years, she's lost all trust in him. Time for me to drop the bomb.
ミッチーの親戚が会社の社長やってるらしいよ。
I try and deliver the info as casually as possible. Akio throws her broom aside and closes in on me.
その話詳しく教えて。
All roads lead to Michi. Akio dashes to the faculty room. Guess she doesn't care about the test schedule I told her about a few moments earlier. I see Akio off and head towards the exit. There are still lots of students leaving school after classes. And then that one. Daitoku-san is standing in an easy-to-find spot. Our eyes meet and she bows her head a little.
いやー、ちっちゃいから見つけられるか不安だったけど、よかったよかった。
What? Who talks like that? Who says that?
ちっちゃいって。
That's so rude.
ちっちゃいけど。
Kaito, please! Daitoku-san slumps her shoulders a little, but immediately regains her composure and walks up to me.
聞きたいのって宇宙が丘公園のことだってメールに
What
書い
an
てあったけど。
ass!
そう。
じゃあとりあえず行ってみる？
宇宙が丘公園？
I don't mind, but I thought Daitoku-san's house was in the opposite direction. She immediately starts walking, leaving me stunned in place. Daitoku-san's really excited about this. And for some reason, she looks a lot more cheerful than she normally does. There's a skip in her step. Are we going on a picnic or something? Of course it wasn't a picnic. As soon as we arrive at the park, the Tokustan starts talking, and the creepy music has started.
ヤシオくんがその奇妙な現象に遭った時、耳鳴りみたいなもの聞こえなかった？
いや、ただポケコンがフリーズしたんだけど、その時奇妙な音がポケコンから流れた。
あ、そう、きっとそれピーブブーピヒャラーって感じじゃなかった？
The way she said it was cute, and I can't help but laugh. It's even better because she was totally serious about it.
まあそんな感じ。
やっぱりそれ結構たくさんの人が聞いてて、昔ファックスっていうのがあったの知ってる？その時に聞こえる
Those ancient relics known as fax machines.
っていう音と似た感じだって。
ああ、ファックスね。まだ小さい頃に何度か聞いたことあるよ。確かに言われてみればあのピーガー音と似てた。音の正体は何だと思
う？わからないよ。私別に専門家とか研究家とかそういうのじゃないし。
The Tokusan hastily shakes her head.
おいおい、ここまで来てもったいぶるつもり？俺知ってるよ。大徳さんは都市伝説マニアだって。
マニアだなんてそんな。
だから教えてよ。それとも教えてもらうためには勝負して勝たなくちゃいけないみたいな感じ？リアル空手だと負けそうだから格闘ゲーム勝負でいいかな。それなら受けて立つけど。
勝負なんてしないよ。
The Tokusan takes a step back, unsure of how to deal with the situation. I mean, who would be? Mr. Normal Guy? Did I creep her out? No, it's perfectly fine.
興味があって勝手に調べてるだけだから。ネットでの受け売りみたいなのもあるし、私の言うことあんまり真に受けないでくれる
？She says timidly. It's almost as if she has no confidence whatsoever.
ああ、もちろん信じるか信じないかは俺が決めろってことでしょ。大徳さんなりに有力だと思う仮説みたいなものはあるの？
耳鳴りのことなら一応。
The Tokusan timidly nods and starts awkwardly operating her phone droid.
その謎の奇妙な音なんだけど、世界各地でも似たような事例があったりするんだ。
そうなの？
うん、これ聞いてみて。
The Tokusan starts up a music app. I peek at the screen of her phone droid. A siren-like sound begins to play from the speakers, buzzer.snd. It rings out intermittently for intervals of several seconds a pop.
これは？
通称ザ・ブザー。ロシアのね UVB76 っていう短波ラジオだよ。
I'm curious. Call sign set by a shortwave radio station which broadcasts at 4625. Okay. Russia.
30年くらい前からこのブザー音だけずっと流し続けてるの。
何それ？なんかの暗号か何か？
放送局はそういうのを否定してるけど、本当のところはどうなのかはね、よく分かってなくて。軍の暗号っていう説以外にもマニアの人たちはいろいろ仮説を立ててるんだ。デッドマン装置説とか。
Originally a railway term, device to maintain safety without a driver controlling it. Driver passed out for some reason, couldn't drive anymore. It would automatically pull the emergency brakes once it recognizes there's no response. Yeah. I've
最近だとね
heard of that.
電離層研究のためのものなんじゃないかっていう説が結
Sphere.
構有力かな。太陽活動が最近すごく異常なことになってるでしょ。電離層研究はそれと関係あるんだって。
へえ。つまりこの公園で聞こえるピーガー音もそういう研究用のものである可能性が。
うん、仮説だけど、すぐ下には JAXA の施設もあるから、もしかしたら。
Oh yeah, the Uchugoka tracking station. It wouldn't be strange for JAXA to be conducting these kinds of experiments. When you think JAXA, you typically think space development, but they actually do all kinds of research there. The average person like me has no grasp of at all of what stuff JAXA is researching. Few unnatural phenomena in the world stand up to scrutiny once you try and actually explain them properly.
あとフリーズのこと、これはヤシオくんだけじゃなくて日本中の人に起きたみたい。ニュースやってたよ。46秒間だけ日本中で一斉に全部のポケコンが動かなくなったって。
原因は？
Daitoku-san slightly shakes her head.
調査中って言ってた。
なるほどね。じゃあフリーズは関係ないのかな。でもさ、まだ2つ不可思議現象は残ってる。この前の俺は4コンボ食らったわけで。
What?
コンボ？
不可解な現象が4つあったってこと。ピーガー音とポケコンのフリーズ、それ以外にもゲジネーってやつからの文字化けしたメール、そして幽霊。
幽霊？
Ghost.
ヤシオくんも見たの？
それっぽいものをね。
もしかしてヤシオくん興味があるのは都市伝説じゃなくてオカルト？
なんか違うわけ？都市伝説とオカルトって。
全然違うよ。
具体的にどの辺が？
それは幽霊が関係してるかどうか。
Why is she asking me? I'm the one who wants to know.
あとオカルトは怖いやつ。
都市伝説は怖くないわけ？
怖くはないかな。
Where is she drawing the line?
じゃあ大徳さんの仮説だと幽霊なんていないってこと？
そういうわけじゃ。幽霊の話は私もみんなから聞いた噂程度にしか知らなくて。
でもさ、実際幽霊を見たって噂は結構広まってるし、見たって人も多いでしょ。ピーガー音とも関係あると考えるのが普通じゃない？
そうかな。
大徳さんは見たことは？
She shakes her head in denial.
知ってる範囲でいいから教えてよ。噂って具体的にどんな内容なの？
宇宙が丘公園には女の子の幽霊がいて、その子は中学生くらいで髪の長い子だって。
なんで急に小声になったの？
あと怖くて。
幽霊に聞かれてるんじゃないかって？
そんな感じ。
Daitoku-san's pretty funny. But more importantly, a girl, eh? What was that ghost I caught a glimpse of the other day? Was it a girl? Did she look like a middle schooler? Was her hair long? Well, I think it was like we caught her at the corner end of the screens, and yeah, it was definitely the same creepy girl. from that one part. And yeah, it was a long ass hair.
の場合ね、ポケコン使ってる時だったみたい。その時に女の子の声みたいな音が聞こえてきたらしいよ。
That sure does ring a bell.
例えばその幽霊の名前が
Can you see
ゲ
me?
ジネとか
ジネ
The Tokusan shakes her head in confusion.
そういう名前は聞いたことないかも。私が知らないだけかもしれないけど、ごめんなさい。
じゃあ幽霊からメールが届いたってことは？
さっきヤシオくんが言ってた変なメールのことだよね。幽霊がメールを送ってくるなんて怖いね。
The Tokusan goes pale and hugs her shoulders. I wasn't asking to get her feelings on the subject.
私そういうのは聞いたことないかな。
Huh. So I'm the only one. Then I'm the only one getting messages. Or are the messages being sent by someone completely unrelated? Whoa. Hold your horses, Kaido. It's not like I actually believe a ghost is sending me messages.
それとその女の子の幽霊だけど、この公園だけじゃないって噂もあるの。島の他の場所にも出たって。
どこ？
全部は知らないけど、チクラの岩屋とか他にも何か所かあるみたい。
Eroded cave, located at Hamada Beach in Minamitane-cho, Takashima. Prominent tourist spot in Takashima. Its name comes from the idea that the cave could fit 1,000 people. Interesting.
え、あそこ出るの？
見た人の数はそんなに多くないけど。
そうなんだ。この公園限定だと思ってたよ。
行ってみる？
あ？行くってどこへ？
チクラの岩屋。私うちそっち方向だから。でもヤシオくんが行かないって言うなら別に。
The Tokusan hurriedly starts making excuses for herself to back out. I glance at the clock. 5 in the evening. At this time of year, there's still over 2 hours of daylight left. The sun is slowly dropping, and the air is nice and cool.
行ってみますかね。
I swear, this is all for my precious gaming life. It's all that matters. Summer's finally here, yet the beach is deserted. Locals rarely visit Chikura Cavern, but I could have sworn that it was a pretty popular sightseeing spot. There's a cave that you can go inside while the tide is low and everything. I came here when I was a kid. I remember getting excited over how nice and cool it was. Maybe there will be more tourists when summer break kicks off. But I kinda doubt it. Only the sounds of waves crashing fills the air. There aren't any streetlights nearby, so it gets pitch black at night. I wouldn't be surprised if a ghost showed up here. I feel like all the hairs on my body are standing on end, but let's pretend that's because of the cool sea breeze. All I can confirm for sure is that I can't hear the buzzing noise. I take my phone droid out and attempt to play Kill Ballad just to see if anything weird happens, but nope. I suppose it's not just gonna pop up whenever it's convenient for me. On the flip side, it'd be a problem if it did show up. As for Toku-san, she's staring at a large black mass on the beach.
何あれ？
クジラさんの
Oh.
最近ね、とっても多いの。ああやって浜に打ち上げられてること。この前なんか一気に14頭も同時に打ち上げられてたんだよ。
Wait, I think I remember Mom mentioning this a while back. I usually don't watch the local news. I just read up on the latest fads in Tokyo once in a while using Tweepo, as suggested by my political econ teacher. Megalith Sensei, their nickname, said it'd be useful for entrance exams. I only really do it when I remember to. Just then, I sensed that something's off. Was the sand around here always this red? Or is it soaked in the whale's blood?
クジラさんのことだけじゃなくてね、最近この島でその変なこと結構起きてるんだよ。耳鳴りとか幽霊の噂とかだけじゃないの。
具体的には？
一番目立つのは動物の大量死だと思う。今年に入ってからだけでもね、結構起きてるの。例えば大量の鳥さんの死骸が空から降ってきたっていう話覚えてない？
Jesus.
どうだったかな。
Sounds like some kind of horror movie.
結構騒がれたんだよ、3月くらいに。その何千羽っていう数の鳥さんがね、一斉に降ってきたんだから。空港がそのせいで一時的に使えなくなっちゃったんだよ。
Dad never told me anything about that.
住宅地じゃなかったのは幸いだったかな。人に直撃したりはなかったから。一応画像もあるけど見る？
Gonna be honest, don't really want to see a video of a bunch of birds mass dying.
グロい？じゃあパス。
Yeah, huh? Pass on that. She looks faint-hearted, but is Daitoku-san the type who's totally fine watching gross stuff?
鳥以外でも大量死ってあったわけ？
ミミズさんが何千匹って数で干からびた状態で死んでたり、前日に雨が降ってたわけじゃないの。だから宮田先生はありえないって言ってた。
Miyata Sensei is our school science biology teacher.
それともっとありえなかったのはカエルさんかな。数百匹のカエルさんがね、その体が破裂した状態で死んでたのが見つか
Oh,
って。
God.
体が
Having none of that, thank you.
何それ？
そのままの意味なの。本当にお腹が破裂してて、結構悲惨な状態だったんだって。匂いとか。
Are you serious? Again with this? Come on.
それも今年のこと？
うん、そう。あとはクジラさんの大量自殺。
I once again glanced at the carcass on the beach. If I was any closer, I'm sure it'd smell rotten.
クジラさんだけじゃなくてね、イルカさんも結構自殺してるの。越前クラゲさんもいつもの年以上に大量発生してて。
Stomolophus? A giant jellyfish that can be 2 meters long. Okay. Interesting.
しかもね、これまでなら北海道の方まで流れていくのが普通だったのに、今年はすぐに死んじゃって奄美とか沖縄に流れ着いてるって。
Huh. Then I guess there really are strange things happening across the island. I haven't been paying attention to this stuff.
でもさ、ここまで説明してくれたことって科学的に説明できそうじゃない？
どうかな。仮説とかはあるみたいだけど、はっきりした原因は学者の先生にもよくわからないってネットに書いてあったよ。
でもあんまり都市伝説って感じしないんだよね。例えば動物の大量死以外で何かある
Daitoku-san looks out towards the horizon, lost in thought.
アッポーランド。
Uploland? A comprehensive theme park that opened in Nishinomote-san. Sheet. There. Okay. My reading's just plummeting right now.
あそこのダム湖がね、2月くらいに急に水の色が変わって蛍光色になったんだって。一度だけじゃなくて3回くらいあったみたい。あ、画像もあるよ。ニュースで取り上げられてて、これならその気持ち悪くないからヤシオくんでも見られるよ。
The Toku-san excitedly takes out her phone droid and starts operating it.
ほら、こんな感じ。
Huh. The image displayed on the screen indeed shows the lake fluorescently colored.
これ小学生の頃に習ったような気がする。理科だったかな。赤潮でしょ、または公害。
Hidden tide. Increase in plankton. Oxygen level of water decreases, which can cause severe harm to fish and shellfish. And pollution. Pollution sucks.
赤潮って海で発生するものじゃ？ダム湖だとあんまり見ないっていうか。あとアッポーランド近くに参拝施設とかはなかったんだって。だから環境汚染とかそういうのでもないみたい。いつも2時間くらいですぐ消えちゃうから調査もできなかったって。それでお魚さんはみんな死んじゃった。これも JAXA の極秘実験なんじゃないかって噂されてる。
いや、それはないでしょう。いくら TNSC が島にあるからって結びつけるのは強引すぎるよ。
What an unreal conspiracy theory.
それもやっぱり環境問題じゃないの？そういえば前にニュースでやってたけど、今年の冬はロシアは真夏みたいな暑さだったらしいじゃない。異常気象は世界規模で起きてるわけで。
ああ、うん、そうだね。アメリカ西海岸は今夏なのに雪が降ってるみたいだし、ナスカの地上絵も一部が雨で消えちゃったし。
Ooh. I like the Nazca lines. Those I am aware of. They're really cool. I definitely remember seeing that one on the news.
こんな異常気象はね、2012年とか2015年と似てて。
何か関係が？
わからないけど。
どうも都市伝説っぽさが足りないな。
ごめんなさい。
別に謝ることじゃないけど、もっと都市伝説っぽいやつちょうだいよ。
ぽいやつ、ぽいやつ。
Toku-san presses both index fingers against her temples and starts humming and hawing. Is she exhausted her supply?
あ、そうだ。アネモネ号っていうフェリーで起きた事件知ってる？
This is something that has been brought up. We're finally gonna learn about this. So we're really gonna do this, huh? I click my tongue softly so Daitoku-san doesn't notice. I suppose if someone's an urban legend maniac, it'd make sense for them to be interested in that unexplained incident.
アネモネ号集団失神事件って言うんだけどね。乗員乗客がみんな一斉に気を失って。
ああ、うん、よく知ってるよ。
I cut her off, and she looks at me with a surprised expression on her face.
怒ってる？
I shrug a little.
今日はありがとう。いろいろと参考になったよ。
ああ、うん。どういたしまして。
Daitoku-san clearly wants to say something, but she stays quiet. I appreciate you picking up that I don't want to talk anymore. I take a bottle of fruit sour melon out of the convenience store bag I'm holding. I bought it from the shop at the entrance of the beach. How do they stay in business in a place with so few visitors?
はい、これは今日付き合ってくれたお礼。
I tossed the bottle of fruit sour strawberry I also bought to Daitoku-san. Daitoku-san tries to catch it, but ends up dropping it on the ground. It's covered in sand.
ああ、下手くそだね。交換する？
砂払えば大丈夫。いただきます。
The two of us sit down on the hot sand and take a breather. The sea breeze makes my skin feel sticky. It's irritating. The horizon slowly gets dyed indigo blue. Sunset is getting close. Daitoku-san is sucking as hard as she can on the straw. She looks just like a little boy. If nothing else, she certainly doesn't look like a classmate my age.
テストどうだった？
全然ダメ。私直前に空手の大会あったから、ちっとも勉強してなくて赤点一つ取っちゃった。
一つで済んだならまだいい方だって。
Things were a disaster for me and Akio. I've never had to take supplementary exams for 5 subjects before.
空手の大会ってインターハイ？
違うよ。インターハイなんて出られるわけないよ。国体の一次予選。
どうだった？
Daitoku-san's smile looks forced, like she's about to cry.
終わったよ。
Oh.
結果？
If you get decent results in a tourney like that, our school has a custom where the VP holds an assembly to praise you. That said, the Robot Club's Robo 1 performance got completely ignored. Typical. But back to Daitoku-san. I don't remember any assemblies like that for her, which means...
いつもと同じ。初戦敗退。
一次予選の初戦敗退ってことは、もしかして大徳さんって弱い？
Why is he such a dick?
もしかしなくても弱いよ。
Kaito!
何しろ全く全然勝負にならなかったから。3年間ずっとそうで全然成長してなくて、もうどうしようもないくらい弱々だったな。
Oh. He forces out a smile. Her voice sounds like it's trembling a little, so this must be painful to her, for her to admit.
もう3年の夏だから引退でしょ？
そうだよ。
これからどうするの？大学とか行く予定？
一応。でも進学してももう空手はやらないかも。私弱いし、これからはうちの道場でたまに趣味でやるくらいじゃないかな。
Alright, her family runs a karate dojo.
寂しそうだね。
I can't imagine why. Daitoku-san flashes me a surprised look before turning her gaze to the edge of the water.
そうかも。やっぱり物心ついた頃からやってきたから、その心にぽっかり穴が開いたような気分っていうか。あ、でもね、今日はヤシオくんと都市伝説のお話ができてちょっと結構気分転換になったよ。誘ってくれてありがとう。
Daitoku-san smiles brightly at me, then turns her attention back to sipping her juice. I'm struck by a brilliant idea. Oh, how are you gonna ruin her day, Kaito? A way to further enhance my comfortable FG life.
じゃあ暇なんだね。
Oh my god, is he gonna initiate her? I have to show you this really awesome game.
受験勉強。
Thanks a lot for dragging me back to reality. Doesn't take long for me to brush that aside yet again. I'm quick when it comes to changing gears, after all.
大徳さんさ、 ロボ部に入れば？ロボ部は慢性的に人手不足だからね。部員は一人でも多い方がはかどるわけ。
Even better. It'd progress things, plus it'd reduce the chances of Akio making me help. This guy. Aren't I just a beam of sunshine? That Toku-san looks perplexed. Not that I can blame her.
私3年生だけど。
俺もアキちゃんも3年だよ。
そうだけど、どうして私なの？
暇そうだから。
暇じゃないよ。それにロボットのこと詳しくないし。
俺も全く詳しくないけど2年間続けてるよ。
そうなの？
そう。だから気負う必要は全然なし。
The Toku-san lowers her head.
でも私ロボットさんって苦手で。
She can't handle robots? Is that a thing? I'm guessing this has something to do with her situation with her grandfather. Nah, she's probably just saying that to be polite. She's trying to refuse, but ended up with a bizarre excuse.
それって要するにロボ部とはお近づきになりたくないって意思表示かな。
違うよ。本当に苦手なの。
そんなのあんまり聞かないな。
ヤシオくんって藤田のおじいちゃんのことは知ってる？
知ってるよ。親戚なんでしょ？
うん、そう。この前瀬宮さんには言ったんだけど、私藤田のおじいちゃんのこと苦手なの。それで藤田のおじいちゃんが苦手なのとロボットさんが苦手なのは私の中ではセットになってるっていうか。
セット？まさかドクってロボットだったりするの？
You got it, Kaito. Got it in one. Nailed it. That Toku-san stares blankly at me. Well, I thought it was a great joke.
ああ、なんでもないよ。
で、私が小学校に入る前ぐらいの時期かな。おじいちゃんは藤田のおじいちゃんじゃなくて大徳の方のおじいちゃんなんだけど、おじいちゃんに連れられてよくあのお店へ遊びに行ってたの。でね、ある日私は一人でロボクリニックの探検を始めて、そしたら倉庫みたいなところに迷い込んで。
This is the point where when Akio would hype herself up and yell, "You mean a secret base?" or something.
それで
She
つ
would.
まり見ちゃったの。
Like a ghost?
たくさんのロボットさん。大人と同じくらいの背のロボットさんがね、狭い倉庫の中にたくさん並んで立ってて。
I don't like that one. I don't like that one on all the way on the right. The orange one. Don't like it. Don't like it. It's upsetting me.
ロボクリニックに
I don't like the way it's looking at me.
置いてあったかな。
それは売り物じゃなくてね。
It's giving me the side eye. Don't like
藤
it.
田のおじいちゃんのコレクションみたいなものなんだって後で聞いたよ。奥の倉庫にひっそりとしまってあるみたい。
I've never been back there before. Even a regular like Akio probably hasn't.
子供心にはそれは結構怖い光景で、今でも夢に見るくらい。
Yeah, I definitely. They're definitely creepy. Yeah,
なんて
I
いうの
bet.
かな、すごく古臭いデザインのロボットさんでね。
Go away.
きっとほとんどの人は愛嬌のある顔だって言うんだろうけど、私は怖かったの。 どれも無表情で無機質で顔なんだけど顔じゃない何かに思えて、それで私その時パニクっちゃって、あんまり記憶にはないんだけど、そのロボットさんの一人を壊しちゃったの。それで藤田のおじいちゃんにものすごく怒られて、それ以来あのお店には行かなくなっちゃった。だから私その藤田のおじいちゃんとは今でもまともに話せないし、ロボットさんのこともちょっと怖くて、そんなわけなので。
Toku-san starts squirming again. She looks like she sincerely wants to turn down my invitation. Is that what you got from that? You got that from that? I can tell she's weak to pressure.
それってさ、等身大ロボの話でしょ。巨大ロボとかおもちゃみたいな小さいロボはどうなの？
Toku-san thinks it over.
どうかな。普段あんまりロボットさんのことを見る機会なんてないから。
でしょ？もしかしたら案外平気かもしれないよ。一度でいいから部室に顔出してみてよ。きっとアキちゃんが喜ぶ。
考えとくね。誘ってくれたことはありがとう。
I definitely didn't do anything worth being thanked for. This is all for myself. I deviously smiled just out of Daitoku-san's line of sight. Wow, what a dick. Wow, what a dick. Alright, I'm done for now. Saving the game. Alright. Yeah, 2 hours, yeah, not bad. Alright, bye.